And now we bring in Patriots legend Vince Wilfork because it is a Wilfork Wednesday. And Vince, how nice is it to have football back this past weekend and just getting back into the swing of things?
I think every football fan in America been waiting for this time of the year. So it's kind of like, we watch the basketball and baseball, but true football fans and true, sports fans, we always love this time of year. So it was very exciting, especially with it being 9/11. I think the NFL and across the country did an amazing job honoring everyone from that day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Meanwhile, when we turn our attention to the Patriots, and I know that you brought up football fans, and fan is short for fanatic, because we get crazy about wins and losses, and maybe some people feeling it after the Patriots lost by 13 to the Dolphins on Sunday. What were some of the biggest issues in your eyes in that game against Miami? Was it the offensive line?
No, I think it was just consistency all around. And I think, I would like to see us stick to the run game a little bit more, because we average about 4 yards on the ground, and eliminate big plays. I think that 4th and 7 for a touchdown and a sack fumble for a touchdown, that kind of put us in a hole. And, not getting a PA, pass interference call down you could take the lead 7-0 early on, and a missed opportunity with a turnover there in the red zone. So if you eliminate bad football, I think we have a shot, and we probably walk away South Beach with a W, but that's hindsight 2020, but you learn from that, and then you move forward and get ready for the next game. But everything wasn't all bad, but early in the year, you always going to have some things that pop up that you can do better, because, everybody's starting from ground zero. So I think Bill going to have them ready to go this week coming up with Pittsburgh, and they just have to put this one behind them and just learn from the mistakes and eliminate bad football. We'll be okay.
All right, well, we're going to get to Pittsburgh in just a bit, but before we do that, I do want to ask you about Kendrick Bourne. He had 2 snaps. He made the 1 catch. Certainly one of the most productive receivers that they had on the roster last year. Seemingly, he was being benched in that game. So how does a teammate's benching go over in the locker room?
Well, nobody ever want to be benched, And one thing I know about the Patriots and the organization, they're going to put the best people on the field that they think can help win. And sometimes, some guys don't get more playing time than others, and sometimes sometimes you get a lot of playing time that not expected. So I think it's early in the season. You never know what's going on there, if it's health related or if it's game planning, whatever it may be. But you might see his plays spike next week and the week after that. So beginning of the year, I wouldn't say let's walk around and run around like with our hair on fire. Bill know what he's doing. So hopefully we can get that situated and put the best 11 on the field that can help us win ball games.
And I know that you played for Bill for many years, so I can understand that perspective. But how do guys who are in the locker room, other players, how do they react to guys who maybe are not buying into what Bill's trying to do?
Well, it's that comes from your captains and your leaders. Bill always delivered a message of what he's trying to get out of his team for that week, what we need to improve on, what we need to do, and the route we're going. So it's up to the leaders to kind of get that ball club up and going. Like I said, it's early. So if you have some young guys or guys that's really not bought into the system, they'll have an exit real quick. But knowing what Bill have and always, got going on with his team, he have a group of guys that needs to step up. You have Devin McCourty, you have Slater, you have Mac Jones, but we need other guys to step up. We just can't be those guys. So the more guys step up and the more you start doing the right thing and being consistent, it's easier to get through to younger players or guys that's not playing a lot, that they can understand the big picture, not just being selfish and understanding how they want to play or what they want out of the game, but it's a team effort. So I test the leadership when it comes to that.
All right, let's turn our attention now to Pittsburgh, because, again, this is a game in which the Patriots, they're actually favored going up against the Steelers. And we did see Pittsburgh get that Week 1 win, although they didn't move the ball that well. But how do you see this matchup playing out?
We had great matchups over the years with the Steelers. A great organization, good football town. They love football there. I mean, we've been there, and we nailed them to the cross, and we've been there where they beat our heads in. So it's going to be a good matchup. It's going to be a tough match. It's going to be a physical game, and Pittsburgh pride themselves off of playing physical football, and I don't think they're going to shy away from who they are. So we're going to have to be able to match, their intensity. We've known to be physical ball club over the years, so I think it's not one of those games where you're like, oh, Pittsburgh should run away or the New England should run away. It's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a tough matchup. It always have been this early in the season, going on the road. Pittsburgh coming off a win from Cincinnati. And then we have, we coming off a division loss on the road. So here we are. We have another opportunity to go on the road against an opponent that we have rival. It's a rival. We played them a lot of times. So we're going to have to go out there and play some good football on the road again before we come back home.